Hey, what's up, guys? Beginning to be a clothing seller. I've only sold a few bits of clothing, but I'm going to give you guys my experience of selling clothing on eBay and what I've done. I've created this system modeled after the Brothers Resale on YouTube. So I'm really just going to be documenting my journey of selling clothes on eBay, selling on eBay in general. But the three reasons why I think clothes is a pretty cool category on eBay. Number one, it's plentiful. You go to any yard sale, garage sale, church sale, really just anywhere. There's tons of clothes. Anywhere there's a sale, flea market, there's tons of clothes. That's one of the categories where there's so much of it. And as somebody that wants consistent income, I never thought I'd be selling clothes, but here we are, right? Because the thing is, you can source clothes very easily, and you can store them easily. They're just a pretty good item overall, because the thing is, you could have 1,000 pieces of clothing just in a small garage, right? So that's the thing, is clothing is really great. I guess the second point would be for storage, right? Just, it's easy. You can use the same poly bag to ship it out in. It makes it very simple. And then I would say the third thing that I really like about clothing on eBay is that you can really just streamline your process. So what do I mean by that? So with clothing, virtually every clothing item is pretty similar. So like when I take pictures of my clothing back here, I do pretty much 4 pictures of, like, say, the front, the tag, the back, and then I take 2 pictures of the measurements, and then I take a last picture of, like, my actual SKU. I have it in my pictures. And that way it makes it very simple when I go to pull orders and when I go to pack orders too. And the thing is too, with the measurements, it makes it really nice for the customer, because different clothes fit differently, right? So those are the few reasons why I really like clothing. But another thing about clothing is it's just consistent. If you consistently list clothing, you can make a really good income off of it, from what I've seen from other people on YouTube. Like I said, I'm going to be documenting what's going on. The one thing that I really noticed that I didn't like about a lot of clothing YouTubers was that they're always showing you like these, like, really, I call them banger brands. These brands that, like, everybody and their mother like you think you're gonna find, but you never actually find when you go out. So, like, for one example, like, North Face is something that I don't see a lot of. I've seen some of, but the thing is, like, these different brands, say like North Face, Vintage Carhartt, I'm just getting into this, but some of these, like, really high end brands, Oakley, right? A lot of these brands you don't see, just Patagonia, you don't see on the daily. And the thing that I've liked and was really appealing about clothes to me was that I was watching some YouTubers, like the Brothers Resale, where they sell clothing and it's very consistent. It's low end stuff that you can find pretty much anywhere. You sell it on eBay for, say, anywhere from 10 to 20 bucks. You make, 5 to $10 profit, and you keep it moving. It's just a very consistent and predictable way to make money. And that's the thing that I was really drawn to with clothing, because especially with just making money online in general, the problem is you just want something that's very consistent, and not all the time you're going to have something that's consistent. So if you have, like, consistent bills that you have to pay every month, it would be nice that if you're doing reselling, that the income would be consistent too, right? And the thing is, it's not going to be consistent unless you're consistent with it, right? But I like, with clothing, the sourcing, for me at least, seems pretty easy so far. Like I said, I'm still learning it, so I'm sure some of the stuff that I'm picking up is probably not good, but some of it probably is pretty good. And the thing too is, I've been picking up clothing for just $1. It's kind of like with selling. I've sold books online in the past. I still sell books online. With books, you can get them for very cheap and make very high margins on it. I find clothing is pretty much the same way. Like, you can pay up for clothing, but a lot of the times you can find a piece of clothing for 25 cents, 50 cents, $1, and then have the potential to resell that item online for 10 or 15 bucks. So hopefully this was helpful. Those are a few reasons on why I think clothing's good overall. And yeah, I'm going to try to document more of, like, my daily of doing this, but I just thought I'd make this quick video to help somebody out there that's considering clothing. So yeah, hopefully that helps.